Hi everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1970. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well my friends, it's that time again for another anime review. And I promise to all of you that I will do more anime reviews to come very soon in the future. And plus, I got my cute little plushie right here. My cute little Kenshin Himura from the Rurouni Kenshin series. Oh yes, Kenshin, I love you. I love you. I really love you. I love you. You will always be the best one ever, Kenshin. And the reason why the Kenshin Himura is here on my video for today is finally, ladies and dudes, I am finally going to do that anime review as I promised that I did from like 8 or 9 months ago, I guess. So here it is, ladies and dudes. My next anime review is Rurouni Kenshin, one of the best anime series of all time. And all three of the sagas are here in the the two boxes with only 8 DVDs in it, with all 8 episodes. And one of them only has 7 episodes, if you know what I mean. Yep, all the sagas are here. The Wandering Samurai Saga, the Legend of Kyoto Saga, and the Tale of the Meiji Saga. I do understand that the Tale of the Meiji Saga is definitely the most weakest saga of all time, but I don't want all the anime fillers that happen in the third season, if you know what I mean. Well, we'll get to the weakest point later until we can get to the strongest points. Well, if you know what I mean. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my next anime review of Rurouni Kenshin, the TV series. And I don't have much else to say about the plot of the story. All I could say about the main plot of the story, it all takes place in whatever area of Japan where there is one mysterious samurai named Kenshin Himura. He's been a samurai for all of his life, hunting down and killing off so many samurais as soon as he can. When he was one of the most legendary, deadliest assassins around, called the Batosai, the Manslayer. And yeah, after the war ends, the new area began, called the Meiji era. Kenshin decided to quit being the Batosai, the Manslayer. He decided to leave his deadliest sword behind and try to wander off in the shadows. And 10 years later, Kenshin became a new samurai. Now he's becoming known as the Wandering Samurai, who has a very mysterious sword that nobody had never seen before, called the Sakabato, the reverse blade sword, a sword that has the power to protect lives without killing. And later on in the story, when Kenshin became a wanderer, Kenshin met a very young girl named Miss Karu. She is one of the youngest teachers around, who is teaching a very different type of swordsmanship called the Kamin Kashin style. A swordsmanship that involves protecting lives without killing. And so Kenshin and Miss Karu got something in common. They decided to work together as a team and find some people out there who needs a whole lot of protection around in Tokyo. And also Kenshin has decided to have a brand new life in his new home in Tokyo, Japan. And while he's having a brand new life in Tokyo, Japan, he's going to meet some brand new challenges here and there, where there's one guy who is a fighter for hire, some members of the Only Waban group, or a big giant samurai guy who wants to create a kingdom and all that stuff, and so on and so forth. So Kenshin is heading on some big giant challenges of his life while he's having a brand new life in Tokyo, Japan. And that's all I want to say about the plot of Rurouni Kenshin. And I guess you want to know is, ladies and dudes, what the heck do I think about this anime? To tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I truly love this anime to death. It is one of my most favorite animes out there. I will say it had a good storyline, has great characters, great animation, great score. I love all the openings and the closing themes. I haven't heard the Japanese dub for a while. It's pretty good, but I will say the English dub is my all-time favorite, period. And there's a lot of good positive things I love about Rurouni Kenshin, even if it has only one or two weak points in the saga. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Rurouni Kenshin. I will say for the strongest point of Rurouni Kenshin will be a three-way tie between the English dub, the score, and the closing theme called Heart of Sword. The first one has to go to the English dub. I will say the English dub was so darn well done. They picked the rightful actors and the rightful actresses at the right time to play those wonderful, memorable characters. I mean, I love everybody. They did a very well done job. But my most favorite English dub ever for this anime will be this guy right here. The guy named Richard Hashworth. I don't know his last name, but I do know his first name is Richard. I will say that Richard guy did the most wonderful job playing my most favorite character of all time, Kenshin Himura. And I think he got his voice just right. I love the guy's personality. I love his attitude. I love his seriousness, his comedy reliefness, and so on and so forth. I mean, that Richard guy did a very well done job. And I also like the Japanese dub who did Kenshin Himura as well. But I think I like the English dub way, way better, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the English dub is the first strongest point of this anime. The second strongest point of the anime will have to be the score. I love all the scores that happen in this anime. I love action scores, I love drama scores, comedy scores, beautiful scores, romantic scores, sad scores. I mean, I love all the above. I will say the score was very well done in so many ways. I mean, it's pure epicness right on top, if you know what I mean. And also for the ending theme, that's ending theme number 3 is the Heart of Sword that was played by TM Revolution. I frickin' love this song to death. It's very strong, very catchy, has a good rhythm to it, and I do like the guy who sings Heart of Sword. It was so freaking memorable. What else I could say about Heart of Sword that's way too hard to explain? So I will say Rurouni Kenshin is one of the best animes out there that has so many strong points I do enjoy for this series. And as for the weakest point of Rurouni Kenshin, yes, there's only 2 main weak points in there that's we already known for so many years, if you know what I mean. So yeah, the weakest point is, the 3rd season's not that great, but I do like a couple episodes here and there, but they did not complete the series. I know that's one of the major weak points in this anime is they did not complete the whole series because of the anime fillers. Something I can understand. And another thing that's the major weak point for Rurouni Kenshin is they never really released the Inishi arc. And I'm sure everybody's been waiting for that arc for who knows how long. So we can get on to the last and final chapter of the Rurouni Kenshin saga. But the only way we could see that arc that involves Inishi Tomoe's little brother is in the manga. That's a sad shame, if you know what I mean. So, yep, they never complete the series, and they never release the Nishi arc. That is one of the most main weak points ever in anime history, and even for the TV series. So anyway, that's my strongest points and the weakest points of Rurouni Kenshin. And now let's go on to the characters of Rurouni Kenshin. And I will go with the 4 greatest characters I will never forget in anime history that are so darn memorable. First, let's go with Yahiko, the youngest one of the group. I will say that Yahiko was definitely a very interesting character. I really love his storyline, I love his personality, I love his attitude. And the best part I love about Yahiko is he is definitely one of the most mature kid characters I have ever seen in anime history. I mean, he may be a spoiled brat sometimes, but all the way through in this anime, I can see so many matureness in the character because he dreams to become one of the most best samurais out there, and I'm sure one of these days he will reach his goal to become one of the best samurais around, if you know what I mean. Next, we got Sanosuke, the main bad boy comedy relief of the group. I really love Sanosuke. He is such a cool character. I love his storyline. I love his personality. I love his attitude. I really love the thing that he got on his head, the red headband. I really love his red headband. He's freaking cool on it. And I really do miss the part, like in the Wandering Samurai Saga, he had that heavy sword. That heavy sword was freaking awesome, and it's a shame that he will never use a heavy sword ever again for the rest of the Rurouni Kenshin saga, if you know what I mean. And he had a really cool background story. He had one of the best background stories I have ever seen in this anime, and his background story was pretty darn sad. I feel sorry for that guy, for losing his group and all that stuff. And I'll never forget when he had that bad on his shirt. He'll never give up on his bad shirt, since he is the main comedy relief bad A-word character in the group. I love Sanosuke overall. And then we got Miss Karu. I freaking love Miss Karu. She is one of the most coolest young lady characters I have ever seen. She can be a tomboy sometimes, but she has a whole lot of heart and a whole lot of spirit to... I think she's like a samurai girl, if you know what I mean. I will say she's also one of the best love interests for Rurouni Kenshin, even if they had a couple of hard, rough times from a couple of episodes here and there. So, yep, I love Miss Karu. She's a really cool character. And now let's go on to this character. Rurouni Kenshin, or just Kenshin Himura. I love this character to death. He had a good storyline, he has a great personality and attitude, and I will make this short, he is one of the best anime heroes of all time, and definitely one of my most personal anime heroes of all time. If you guys remember all the things I explained from the Rurouni Kenshin, the live action version, and the Samurai X Trust and Betrayal, if you know what I mean. And anyway, I gotta go quick. Here's my final thoughts of Rurouni Kenshin, the TV series. Overall, the Rurouni Kenshin, the TV series, is one of the best animes out there, period. I will say it had a really good storyline, has good characters, great score, great opening, closing, and it has good all three good sagas. I know the third one's not good, but anyway, I wish I could say more about the Rurouni Kenshin, the anime series, so to make this quick, I gotta give it a 9 out of 10. Rurouni Kenshin will always be one of the best animes out there, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that's my whole entire anime review of Rurouni Kenshin. I hope you enjoy it, and please join me next time on my next anime. And I want to do this tomorrow, so please be prepared for my next anime review of Rurouni Kenshin, the new Kyoto arc. So be prepared for that one to come, and I will see you all tomorrow. Sayonara.